It seems I may be fighting a battle against some sort of local superstition. Is there a single barrow in England that doesn't have some ghastly tale attached to it? Hogwash. All of it. I've a few hours until Kenneth arrives. I should use this time to find Mr. Shoulder.
Hogwarts? No, we're looking for Hobbs Barrow. And we're also looking for Kenneth. He should arrive with some assistance tool, and we're looking for Mr. Shoulder. And there's a guy we paid for a beer, and then he just dipped on us. So we got a lot to do in this episode. Hello, you, and welcome to some kind of Fox content, and welcome back to the excavation of Hobbs Barrow here on Spooky Saturday. Hello, who are you, Mr. Man?
My name is Thomasina, and you are?
Now then, that's none of your concern, love.
Okay. I see we're still not making friends with the locals.
What do you do around here?
Hey up, you're not scared of sticking your neb in. I look after the churchyard. Dig the graves.
Oh, so we're both in the digging industry. That's good.
What can you tell me about the church?
Aye, it's a church.
Quite.
A man of few words. Okay. What about Bewlay here? What do you know about good old Bewlay?
What can you tell me about Bewlay?
Not much around here, love. Not worth mentioning to you, like.
I see.
Okay. Huh.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
I don't know out about no Leonard Shoulder.
What can you tell me about Hobbs Barrow?
Not to be found digging around in those things.
You know of local barrows, then?
Don't concern yourself.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
What a stunning conversation we just had.
These flowers look pretty. Someone must take good care of them.
Maybe it's the bird. Maybe the bird is hired to take care of the flowers. Okay, well, what else do we have around here? Oh, there's a sword for... It's a robbery! Stop them!
Hello?
Yes?
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Douglas?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Douglas. That's a great sword technique you have.
Thanks, miss. Mr. Crozier's gonna make me a real one when I turn 12. I'm preparing myself to fight the lantern worm.
The what now? Also running around with swords at the age of 12? Ah, well, local customs. Who am I to judge?
What is the lantern worm?
It's gonna come back and get us all. John Lantern thought he killed it at the River Ware, but my father told me it still lives. We must all be prepared.
The lantern worm isn't real, Douglas. Father just told you that to get you out of his hair.
Not true. I saw it slithering out by the beck. Like a giant eel it were. I ran home so fast I thought I would fly.
Sorry, miss. My brother has a vivid imagination.
Children often do at his age.
I'll keep training. You will all thank me when I thrust my sword deep into its fat belly.
Douglas, this lady doesn't want to hear your nonsense.
Sure I do. He's the first one that's been nice to me around here. Also, the whatever worm sounds like a Wish.com version of the Loch Ness Monster.
Do you like living in Bewlay?
Yeah, I do.
Am I boring
Are
you,
from
miss?
Riverton?
I'm from a long way away.
You must have come on the train. I love watching all the steam puff up into the sky.
Have you been on the train yourself?
No, miss. Our parents don't have the money for train tickets. Father says we have all we need here in Bewlay.
Perhaps this nice lady would like to take you away with her on the train.
No, I need to stay and protect Bewlay from the lantern worm.
This lady over here is just like, please just take him. I can't. He's been talking about this worm for like years now. I'm sorry that you're tired, miss.
Do you know a man called Leonard Shoulder?
That's a funny name.
I'll take that as a no, then.
Have you heard of Hobbs Barrow?
What's that?
A local burial mound.
Our parents don't let us wander far from the village.
What's a burial mound?
Don't you mind about that, Douglas.
Who's Mr. Crozier?
He's a blacksmith. His forge is just over there on the other side of the square.
Don't you think 12 years of age is a little young for a real sword?
See, that's what I said!
A swordsman by then.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, miss.
Good day.
Hello, miss.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Betty.
Nice to meet you, Betty. What are you up to?
My brother is practicing his sword fighting technique. I'm to watch him until he tires himself out.
I'm tireless.
This time last month it were all about his teaspoon collection. This month it's swords.
Oh, well, fair play to you.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
Our parents don't like us talking to strangers, miss.
So you know of it?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Bye, miss. Okay. Huh. Oh, is that the church they were with the digging and the whatnot? Hello, sir. Are you the blacksmith that Are you the blacksmith that I'm looking for? Am I looking for a blacksmith? I don't know if I'm
Good
looking
day.
for a blacksmith.
Yes?
Mr. Crozier, I presume.
Aye, George Crozier, at your service.
My name is Thomasina.
Aye, can I help you?
I hear you construct swords. Yeah, I might be in need of one.
Are you a Bewlay native, Mr. Crozier?
Aye, born and bred. That's where my father's forge before mine.
How is business faring?
I do an honest trade. There'll always be horses needing shoes and farmers needing tools. You let me know if you need out made or mended. I'll do you a fair price.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Okay, see, we're already heckling.
Do you know a man by the name of Leonard Shoulder?
Oh, aye. Old Leonard.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not recently.
Do you know where he lives?
Why all these questions, lass?
I need to speak with him. He invited me to Bewlay.
Oh, he'll turn up. I've seen him in the plough and furrow from time to time.
But do you know where he lives? I need to find him.
I believe he lives somewhere out on the moors. Can't tell you out more than that.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier. Do you know of a local landmark named Hobbs Barrow?
There's a fair many barrows found out on the moors, lass. Too many to put a name to. Not a soul in Bewlay pays them any mind.
What can you tell me about Bewlay?
We don't get many visitors here, outside of market days. But there's plenty of work for the village blacksmith. Where are you from, then?
I arrived yesterday on the train from London, by way of Derby.
Oh, aye. I've heard about London.
What have you heard?
Plenty of factories there.
Yes, indeed. The city is always changing and moving forward.
Too busy for me, though, lass. I prefer a quieter pace. Aye.
You know what? So do I. I like this guy.
When do market days run in Bewlay?
Once or twice a month. The next one is tomorrow.
How delightful.
Unless your vice is cabbages, there'll be naught to interest a young lady.
I don't mind a cabbage.
Then you're in luck.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Not gonna lie, I thought that fly was in my room. I was looking around being like, there's a fly in here.
It's Mr. Crozier's forge.
Yes, indeed it is. And I shall come back tomorrow to purchase a sword. What am I doing? I have no clue what I'm doing anymore.
Quite a fine building indeed.
Okay. Maybe there's something over here. Wanna check the alley again? Wait. Oh, hitching post. I read that
I
wrong.
suspect the barrels are empty.
Oh, yeah. We heard that already. Anything new here? No? Let's see here. Windows, barrels, to the door. Window. We've checked all that. What about over here? What's over here? Can I do anything here now? Knock, knock.
Nobody home.
I am here to disturb the peace of the citizens of Bewlay. Door exit. Let's try this one then.
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
Okay. Well, then what? Kenneth isn't here. Mr. Shoulder isn't here. The guy who I paid for a beer for isn't here. What am I to do? I'm lost. Hello, knock knock.
I don't think anyone is home.
Does anyone even live in Bewlay? I think I have to go to the church.
No one here. I don't think anyone is home.
Fine, I will go to the church then. Hello there, old woman.
Hello. Good day. Would you like to buy one of these cakes, pet?
Yes, I would, but I spend all my money on beer for someone else. But what kind of cakes do you have?
What kind of cakes do you have?
I have some lovely Bakewell puddings. The sweetest marriage of almond and jam.
I'm not much for
I can
almonds.
tell you're not from around here, because if you were, you would know about my Bakewell puddings. They are quite famous.
Alas, I'm not carrying any money with me.
I was, but then
Unfortunate,
the guy
but
with the
I'm
beer
sorry,
and the such.
I can't give them away for free. The money goes to the church, you see, and one cannot shirk one's duty to the church.
I understand.
Yeah, you got a church shirk to take care of. That's fair, that's fair.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Mrs. de Plancy.
A pleasure to meet you, Mrs. de Plancy.
Likewise, pet.
Tell me about yourself, Mrs. de Plancy.
About me? What would you possibly want to know about me? I've been attending St. Edmund's Church my whole life. I always want to help where I can, so I sell my baked goods, and all the proceeds go to its upkeep. This place means so much to me.
Well, that's lovely. That's some dedication right there. That's nice. But about the cakes?
Your cakes look delicious.
I can assure you they are. You'll not find better in the entire county.
What can you tell me about St. Edmund's Church?
Isn't it the finest building? It's been standing here since the 12th century. The box pews in the nave are very fine and date back to the 17th century. The door is open if you'd like to worship.
Thank you, Mrs. de Plancy.
Okay. How about Leonard's Shoulder?
Do you know a local man called Leonard Shoulder?
Yes, I know Leonard. What business do you have with him?
It's a long story, but I'm trying to find where he lives.
I'm afraid I don't know, dear. Father Roach has access to the parish register. He might be able to help you.
Well, that's good, because I was starting to worry that this Mr. Leonard's Shoulder here he doesn't even exist. What can you tell me about Father Roach?
What can you tell me about Father Roach?
He is a lovely man and an exemplary servant of the Lord. He's been the vicar of St. Edmund's for many years.
Where can I find Father Roach?
At this time of day, he'll be taking his exercise in Herne Wood, to the west of the village.
Thank you. I'll go find him.
Be sure to listen out for his merry whistling. Such a jolly man.
Where can I find Father Roach?
Oh, no, that's
Thank
not what
you,
I want. I want to ask about Hobbs Barrow.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
Hobbs what?
Hobbs Barrow, a local burial mound.
The only place of burial I know about and care for is in this very churchyard.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Well, she seemed lovely. It's nice to found some townspeople that are actually nice to me around here. A trowel.
In memory of Mabel Hurst.
Oh,
Excuse me, do you think anyone would mind if I borrowed this trowel?
You help yourself, dear. Father Roach won't mind lending it. Just be sure to put it back when you're finished.
Of course, thank you.
It is more blessed to give than to receive.
That's nice. What is a trowel? Is that the thing where horses drink water from? I don't know. Can I go in the church? What's over here? Oh, there's another entrance. It's a double church. Okay.
It's locked.
Oh.
Goodness me, look at these box pews. I've never seen any as tall as that before. Most unusual architecture, even for the Normans.
Okay.
Locked.
Ah.
Locked as well. I think they all might be.
Okay, but what about this necklace here?
Someone has left a necklace hanging here. A silver cross. Sterling by the look of it. Maybe I can reunite it with its owner.
I was just about to ask, did we just steal from a church? I don't think that's good. Can I take the
Have
flowers?
long since dried out. I don't
Aw.
want them.
But maybe someone else will, and we can give it to them and be like, here, good sir, have some flowers.
A memorial list of former vicars. They stretch back several hundred years.
Okay. Hang on. There's a window I could check somewhere. Oh,
I
this.
can admire the craftsmanship from afar.
Okay.
I've no time for such things.
Okay. Jeez, now even you're starting to be rude to me. What about the ceiling? Have you looked at the
I can
ceiling?
admire the craftsmanship from afar.
Okay, well, I'll get far away from here then so you can admire the craftsmanship. Wait, where was he again? Was he east or
Hello.
west?
Good.
Where can...
At this time of day, he'll be taking his...
To the
Thank
west
you.
of the village. Okay, then we shall go
Thank you,
east.
Oh,
'Cause I want to explore. See? How would I have known that this bird is here if I hadn't gone this way?
Samuel Bryden. Death is only a shadow across the path to heaven.
Oh, what if we find the grave of Leonard's shoulder?
Here lies Margaret Tillett, beloved mother, wife, and sister. Today she dances with angels. Here lies Elizabeth Farnaby. This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave. William Paxton, modest and gentle of heart.
First grave, headstone. Yeah, let's just read all the headstones. Maybe there's some clues to be had.
Joseph Davis. Forever in Light, Anne Kemp.
Oh, that's with the author. Is that his sister or something?
John Purchase, dearly beloved husband of Florence.
Huh. A bench. Well, this is lovely, but, you know, we got business to attend to. Oh, a plaque.
Margaret's Lookout.
Is it the
I wonder
Margaret who
Margaret
died?
is, or was.
Yeah, because we found a gravestone that said Margaret. Where am I going? Is this water and those are boats? Or... No. Okay, well, there's nothing here right now. Oh, is this the Hobbs Barrow that I'm looking
Might be
for?
alarmed if I dismantle their cairn.
What is a cairn?
The moors continue for miles in this direction. I don't wish to lose my way.
Okay, yeah, we already lost our money, so let's not lose our way too. What is a cairn? What is a trowel? There are lots of things that I don't know what even is. Contrary to popular belief, I'm actually not that smart. Oh my god, she picked up speed.
I'd better not touch them. They could be poisonous.
Yeah, but I'm just do they usually grow in a circle like this? Ah. Anything else? Oh.
The moors stretch into the distance. I don't wish to wander aimlessly.
Maybe that's what Kenneth's shoulder did, and now he's lost for all eternity. Hello there, with your cake sales and your whatnot. Uh-oh. Robert! Scared the... Oh, I hear the whistling! Wait. No, back, and then this way. Oh, there you are, Mr. Father Roach. You don't look too well. Father? Ah.
Very sorry.
It's okay. Do you know Leonard's shoulder?
Shame. This malaise will not pass.
What is a malaise?
The nausea. I need your help, young lady.
Tell me what you need.
Let the blood from my arm.
Excuse me?
Cut me. I beg you.
With what? My sharp tongue?
I'm not going near it. It smells disgusting.
I didn't mean to take it. Spectacles.
Ouch! The broken lens is extremely sharp.
Well, maybe we can use that for the guy here. That's a trouble. Huh, okay. Well, can we take
The
it?
vicar's spectacles lie broken on the forest floor.
You said it was sharp, so we can use it to, you know...
Ouch!
Oh, for piss sake. Oh! Wait! Glove! Glove! On hand to not be cut by the things.
Perhaps I shouldn't risk soiling this glove until I find its owner.
Oh, the trouble with its thing.
I don't think that will...
Matchbox? Handkerchief?
This handkerchief was a gift from my mother. I hope she will understand. This should work.
Yeah, but do we want it to work?
I don't think it's sharp enough.
No, I didn't mean to cut him with the necklace. I meant to... fine. Sorry, Father, but you asked for it.
Are you sure you want me to do this?
Yes, it will cure me of my ills.
I shall do as you ask, Father.
Ah. But that is believed. A curious remedy, the bloodletter achievement unlocked. But that is was a common belief that bloodletting could cure you of diseases and illnesses. What's the difference between a disease and an illness? I wonder.
Thank the Lord for my spare pair. God bless you. I already feel quite better.
I'm glad, Father.
The rapid healing properties of bloodletting cannot be overstated. I'm Frederick Roach, Vicar of St. Edmund's Church.
My name is Thomasina Bateman. It's a pleasure to meet you. Are you feeling better?
Yes, thank you.
What ails you, Father Roach?
I just ate a rotten berry, that's all. I like to pick blackberries for my supper, you see. They are quite delicious, as long as you mind the bramble. My apologies again. I wish we had met in different circumstances.
Are you from Bewlay originally?
I was born in our very own St. Edmund's. It's quite the story.
Do tell.
My mother was sheltering there as a frightful tempest raged. And lo, did her waters break right there and then in that pew.
One could say that you were born into your role, Father.
Indeed. When my mother told me the story as a young boy, I knew that this was my calling.
St. Edmund's is a fine building.
Thank you for saying so. It's hard work keeping her in good shape, but our congregation is always willing to lend a hand in the Lord's name.
And in the Lord's name, I gotta travel, so yeah, I guess you're right. What's it like being the vicar here? Also, what is a vicar? I'm learning loads of new stuff today.
What is it like being the vicar here?
Every day is a blessing, my child. I have a great love for our parish, and the Lord looks after us.
What about your congregation?
Numbers have fallen over the years, I must say. But those that remain are faithful and full of his spirit.
I'm looking for Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, yes? Are you a relative?
No, it's a long story, but he invited me to Bewlay.
And he didn't tell you his address?
He was to meet me last night at the Plough and Furrow, but he never came.
I see. Well, let me welcome you to Bewlay on his behalf.
Thank you, Father. Do you know where Mr. Shoulder lives?
Let me think. It's been many moons since I've paid him a visit.
Perhaps you could allow me to take a look at the parish register.
No need. I remember it now. A fair hike across the moors.
Oh,
Could you
there's
please
something
give me
he doesn't
directions?
want me to
I'll take you
know.
there myself. It's the least I can do after you aided me so.
Capital. Thank you.
Just let me know when you're ready to pay him a visit. I'll be resting here.
I
for the time
can't
being.
pay anything. I don't have any more money.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
I can't say I've heard of it.
It's supposedly a famous local landmark.
I'm afraid I know nothing about it.
What can you tell me about Bewlay?
It's a quiet town. The railway line, which I presume you arrived by, is the only news of note we've had here for years.
I've heard the new station has received a mixed reaction.
I've heard many a debate, it's true. But my role is not to adjudicate on that matter. I'm very busy in my own work, you see.
Yes. Yeah, you know what's good.
I'm ready to go to Mr. Shoulder's house.
Excellent. I feel the fresh air will do me well. Follow me.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning, Mrs. Duplancy. Mrs. Duplancy, this is Thomasina Bateman, a visitor to our parish.
We've already had the pleasure of meeting, Father.
Excellent. Miss Bateman, don't hesitate to try one of Mrs. Duplancy's
I would love
wonderful
to!
cakes.
Yes,
But I paid
I've
for
heard about her
beer!
famous Bakewell puddings.
I'll be here all day, young lady. But remember, once they're gone, they're gone. Those little whelps have already gobbled up all the gingerbread.
You are doing God's work, Mrs. Duplancy.
He smiles upon us, Father.
Miss Bateman, if you'd like to follow me.
But with the cakes! Maybe I could have paid her with a handkerchief or the necklace or something.
Let's talk of graves, of worms.
Is it the
and
worm that needs the
epitaphs.
stabbing of the sword?
Make dust our paper, and with rainy eyes write sorrow on the bosom of the earth.
What about the bosom?
Choose executors, and talk of wills.
Shakespeare?
Quite. Which
Oh.
play?
Hamlet. No, I don't think it's Hamlet. Okay, hang on. This is where I have my chance to sound somewhat smart. Is it Hamlet? Hamlet had a lot of death, but I don't think anyone talked about with Richard. Was it Macbeth? Macbeth?
Macbeth.
Magnificent guess, Miss Bateman. But I'm afraid that
Damn it!
passage is from Richard II.
I was about to
Studying
guess
the work
that!
of the bard is one of my favorite pastimes. Follow me.
Can I have another guess?
Behold, the vast expanse of God's creation.
Why do you sound so far away all of a
Laws
sudden,
extend
Father?
as far as the mortal eye can see. beautiful, is it not?
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but that sounds like I'm saying that this is ugly. I think they are beautiful.
Indeed, the moors are beautiful.
The beauty of God's creation is that it takes so many forms. How can one take in such a view and not have faith? Some look at these moors and think this a godless land. But I tell you, he is found in all domains. The Lord's work is all about us. Tell me, Miss Bateman, do you believe in God?
And we should be truthful here.
I was brought up Anglican. The church was an important part of my early life, Father Roach. But what happened to my father eventually made me question things.
If you don't mind me asking, my child, what happened to your father?
He had an accident when I was very young.
Oh, we get a flashback.
Come along now, Thomasina. Let's get out of the rain. Remember what I told you, all right? Be a good girl. People are unwell here. They don't want to hear you running about making noise. Understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good. And don't annoy the nurses.
I promise I won't.
Good. Now, let's see your father.
Oh no. Mother?
Mummy? Mummy?
Anything else? No.
Daddy, wake up!
Good evening, Mr. Bateman. Hello, little one. You must be Thomasina?
Yes.
My name is Nurse Blaketon. I just need to talk to your mummy for a little bit. I'm sorry to disturb you, Mrs. Bateman. Mrs. Bateman?
Will he ever talk again, Nurse Blaketon?
The doctor is uncertain, Mrs. Bateman. There is the possibility that Mr. Bateman won't regain any movement at all. But we will do our utmost to look after Mr. Bateman here at Ticehurst, ma'am. He will have a nurse by his side at all times, I can assure you.
What happened?
What sort of God would allow this fate to befall such a kind and honest man?
I'm sorry to hear this. God moves in mysterious ways, but he loves us all. Come along now.
Hello. She scampered off in a hurry. Who was that?
Some primitive folk make their home out on the moors. I suggest you keep your wits about you when you are exploring, and don't stray too far from Bewlay.
I see. How much farther to Mr. Shoulder's house?
Still quite a walk, I'm afraid, but we'll get to him soon enough. Now then, take a look at this. Legend has it
now we know
this
what that
cairn
is.
has stood here for over 1,000 years.
How remarkable.
What
The
is
Devil's
it?
Toe.
Oh, well that's not good then.
I beg your pardon?
That's what it's called. The Devil's Toe.
Oh, I see.
Come now, onward.
We walked and walked across that vast, featureless landscape. All the while, Father Roach was whistling away merrily. Just as I had begun to wonder if we were hopelessly lost, a building emerged from the mist. Mr. Shoulder's cottage.
How we finally get to meet Mr. Shoulder.
Here we are, Miss Bateman. Unless my memory fails me completely, this is Mr. Leonard Shoulder's house.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
Now, no need to thank me after your providential assistance today. However, I have something to ask you.
Yes?
Please don't tell Mrs. de Plancy about my little scene in the woods. She will only fret. The poor dear woman has enough on her mind as it is.
I shan't mention it.
Thank you. You'd better see if Mr. Shoulder is in.
But what about the hen?
Here, chuk chuk chuk.
Don't encourage them.
What about the rooster?
He looks much too unruly to be picked up. A sweet little hen, plump and well groomed.
Oh.
No sign of life?
None. The window is nice and clean. The dwelling is by no means abandoned.
Okay.
Mr. Shoulder? Is Thomasina Bateman here? I'm here in Bewlay as discussed.
Maybe try again. His hearing probably isn't the best at his age.
Okay.
Mr. Shoulder, are you home? It appears Mr. Shoulder is not at home. Curses.
Perhaps you could try the handle?
It's locked.
Uh-huh. And knock on the window?
No sign of any movement.
Okay. What about the trousers? What's up with them?
The trousers feel damp. Freshly hung or still wet from last night's rain.
Okay.
Slightly damp.
I have a similar one myself. So very warm.
That glove looks familiar.
Oh, this is with the glove that I
I wonder
have!
if it matches the glove I found behind the plough and furrow.
Yes, we should return it. Hello, I have a glove for you.
I've come a long way to meet you, Mr. Shoulder. Please open the door. The window is much too high up to reach.
Father, can you lift me? I need to look through the window. Well, what now? Oh, the rooster's making an escape! Of the wood?
I've no desire to lug a block of wood about the countryside.
Okay.
A carved stone has been affixed to the door. I think it depicts a crescent moon. It's bolted onto the door itself. I can't remove it.
Why would we remove it?
Father, what do you make of this?
A peculiar adornment. I've not seen any like this.
It's a cult!
Though it does remind me of a passage by the bard himself. It is the very error of the moon. She comes nearer earth than she was wont, and makes men mad.
Wait, can you say that again? Romeo and Juliet, it's mirror of the mind. No, it's not Romeo and Juliet, right? It's Othello!
Othello?
Precisely, Miss
There
Bateman.
we go, see, I know
One of two, Miss
stuff.
Bateman.
Well, not you, Miss Bateman. I'm not the one who's puking in the woods here, Father. Now, what do I do about this situation here? Capstone Father Ross with the hens and the garments and windows and the whatnot. Father, they're not home.
What else do you know about Mr. Shoulder?
A reclusive man. I must say I know very little about him.
Does he attend services at St. Edmund's?
Not regularly, if at all these days.
Perhaps he feels closer to God out here on the moors. What do you make of Mr. Shoulder's residence?
A sturdy construction, I'm in no doubt. The winds blow a gale out here, not to mention the pelting rain.
At least he must have plenty of eggs to eat.
Awful creatures, those hens.
What's wrong with hens?
Do you know that young girl we saw?
No, but I've seen her sneaking around the churchyard. The poor thing is feral. She takes off at the slightest stirring. We will bring the Lord to her. Good time.
Perhaps she has her own beliefs. You said there were others like her.
Primitive folk, yes. Avoid the moors in hours of darkness and don't wander too far. I wouldn't entrust a young woman in their company.
Do you know anything else about the Devil's Toe?
Not really. I do recall it toppling over when I was a child. A few lads from Bewlay rebuilt it to the best of their memories.
The devil mustn't have been happy.
Come now, my child. Do not joke about such matters.
Why don't you like hens, Father?
I know I must love all of God's creatures, but they make such an unholy ruckus, and their talons claw at my boots.
But they mean no harm, and they provide eggs.
I cannot abide hen's eggs. They smell of sulfur when rotten.
Okay.
What more can you tell me of these primitive folk?
Godless people, Miss Bateman. Don't concern yourself with them. They live out there on the very edges of this land. If you don't wander too far, you shouldn't cross their path.
You mentioned that Mrs. Duplancy is worried about something at the moment.
It is not my place to say. Mrs. Duplancy will tell you in good time, if she deems it fit to do so.
What is your favourite of Shakespeare's works?
A very difficult question, Miss Bateman. But one I can answer, nonetheless. I am awfully fond of Cymbeline.
An unusual choice.
All gold and silver rather turn to dirt. Wouldn't you agree?
A fine quote. Is there a Mrs. Shoulder?
No. I believe Mr. Shoulder has led a life of celibacy.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Okay, but it doesn't really... They're not home. Not that you could change that, but what do I do now?
Mr. Shoulder continues to prove himself elusive.
I'm getting the cold shoulder. Okay.
I've no desire...
No, shut up about the hens. What if we do this? Use glove with glove? So I can put it back?
The gloves are a pair. Does this mean Mr. Shoulder was in the alley last night? Why didn't he come inside to see me?
Or he lost it there
Perhaps
long
he's gone
ago.
for a stroll.
Possibly.
I'd suggest you call back later, my child. I myself must make my way back home. I have some matters to attend to at the church.
Is it about the
Shall
cakes?
I accompany you back to Bewlay?
Yeah, let's go back. Yeah, there's nothing else for me to see here. Let's go.
As I say, my child, Mr. Shoulder will make himself known. Do not lose faith.
I'm rather frustrated by this situation.
Now. Things move at a slower pace out here. Something you may not be so accustomed to. Come now, Miss Bateman.
Well, Mr. Shoulder, you've brought me to Bewlay, and now you're nowhere to be found. As we trudged silently back to Bewlay across those cold moors, I made a new resolution. I would find Hobbs Barrow myself, with or without Mr. Shoulder. The train! That must be Kenneth.
Kenneth?
My assistant.
I see. Well, Miss Bateman, I really must attend to some other matters. I hope Mr. Shoulder finds his way to you.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
My pleasure. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Is that Romeo and Juliet?
Romeo and Juliet?
Correct. That I shall say good night till it be morrow. Lord be with you.
I should go meet Kenneth at the station.
Yeah, we probably should. But parting is something with sorrow, and with that, I think we shall part with this episode. Okay, we walked around, we talked to some people, and we got to see more of Bewlay. Hopefully in the next one, we will get the assistant Kenneth with all of the stuff we need for the Barrow. Probably find Mr. Shoulder, even though he's very elusive. And we need to get our money back from that beer guy so I can buy some cake. For now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you in the next one. All right, I'm out.